Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates, and a very cool find in Battlefront 2 that I think a lot of people have probably missed for multiple reasons, which is multi-seat vehicles, or speeder bikes to be more specific, because I recently found out that you can actually have two people on the speeder bikes on Endor, and the second person gets some type of barrage that they can shoot at enemies around the speeder bike. And this was a lot of fun, some of the most fun I've had in the game so far, when we drove around with the speeder bike and just shot barrages everywhere. The reason to why I'm calling this secret multi-seat vehicles is simply because there's been absolutely zero promotion about multi-seat vehicles. And on top of that, I'm not even sure if this feature is supposed to be live, because as you can see, when you actually enter the speeder bike, there's a really bugged animation, and when you're on the speeder bike as the passenger, there's no UI either, and there's also no UI indicating that you can get into the speeder bike. So you simply need to walk up to the speeder bike and press your normal interact key to jump on it. So I feel like they might have planned to add more multi-seat vehicles, but maybe they forgot to disable it for the speeder bike. It could be on purpose, obviously, but it looks completely unfinished and quite buggy, although still a lot of fun. So I'm not really sure what the intention was with that. We also tried it with a bunch of land speeders, such as on Starkiller Base and Mos Eisley, but unfortunately neither of those worked, although you can see that extra slot on the side. I don't think it would have worked as well with those, because they die very fast and it would just be frustrating if you were in the passenger seat. But on the speeder bike, it was a ton of fun just driving around the Endor. We actually spotted another speeder bike with two people on it as well that we kind of had a little battle with, and so on. It makes the speeder bike into a better tool than it already is, and as you probably know, the speeder bike is already really good because you can trample pretty much every character in the game in one hit. And on top of that, you now have a passenger on the side that can kill people that you miss. So it is a very deadly combo, although you're of course very vulnerable for damage as always on the speeder bike, but it was a ton of fun, although it was buggy. I would love to see a game mode that was solely based on this. Imagine putting 10 speeder bikes with 2 players on each speeder bike, kind of driving around a big arena or some type of racetrack. That would have been so much fun, because right now you get the speeder bikes on 1 out of 11 maps and only in one of those phases. So that's probably why so few have discovered it so far, because it's such a small part of all the gameplay where the speeder bikes are actually available. And when you are there, you need to know that that feature actually exists, because there's no indication whatsoever that you can jump onto the back of the speeder bike. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. Have you tried this out before yourselves, or is this the first time you hear it? And what other potential vehicles would you like to see 2 slots for in the game? Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the force be with you.